You're watching Adorama TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Adorama TV product reviews. This week we're going to take a look at the RØDE Blimp. It's actually a blimp and windshield and shock mount system for shotgun microphones. Specifically, this is made for the RØDE NTG-1, NTG-2 and NTG-3 microphones. These are the nice shotgun mics that they make, but this will work really with any shotgun mic that's up to 12 3/4 inches long. So if you've got a different brand, a Sony or Sennheiser, AKG, something like that, Audio-Technica, it's going to work as long as it's under 12 3/4 inches. Now, the nice thing about this system is it allows you to mount your shotgun mic in here. Then you've got this nice pistol grip, and then that is going to totally isolate the microphone from any of the external bumps and jolts and handling, because that's just totally suspended in there. But the nice thing about this is not only does it isolate it from the bumps and bolts and all that kind of stuff, but it actually has a blimp which will really isolate it from any of the wind noise or ambient kind of things hitting it and that kind of stuff. So what you have to do is there's this rail, it's right here on the bottom of this system, and these two screws will clamp that rail together. So to mount the blimp, it's pretty simple. You just mount your microphone by clipping it in there, and then this just slides right on there. Once you have it slid on there, you just tighten the front and the back, just like that. That takes a couple seconds. Once you have that tightened down, then what you need to do is you need to make sure that you put the rear cap on there, and that rear cap just goes right on there, and then you just twist it a couple times, and now you have a totally isolated microphone. So if something hits it from the side, it's not only shock mounted, but it's isolated where you're not going to have that bump into it. In fact, we had a video where I was trying to put on some this guy right here, and you couldn't even hear me putting that on. It's pretty crazy. So we actually did a demo of this system in Digital Photography 1-on-1 episode 50, where we took this outside, we hooked it up to a recording device, and I walked through how to position this, and also had some audio sound that you could hear exactly what this sounds like. It's pretty nice. Now this comes with a dead cat, or what some people call a dead wombat, and what this does is this really isolates your microphone from any wind noise. And so what that does is that just goes right on the top of the blimp there, and that is a really nice snug fit, so you have to sort of make sure you've got it squeezed on there really good. Once that comes over the back like that, just like that, then what happens is there's this little bungee cord here, and that bungee cord, once you stretch that on there, that is really nice and tight, and then you make sure that's nice and combed forward. This actually comes with a comb to make sure that all the hair there is maintained very well, and then this can actually go through this little loop back here, and so that way you don't have that bouncing around anywhere. And now you've got a microphone that is totally isolated from any bumps, as well as making sure that the noise isn't going to be introduced to this system. Now this thing is pretty crazy. I actually did an interview on the beach with Greg Gorman a couple years ago, and he wanted to shoot right at the ocean. And so it was very windy. It was in Northern California, and I used this system, and we didn't get any noise at all from the wind. I just couldn't believe it. It was crystal clear. So that's the system. This will retail. It's about $300 for the system. That doesn't include the microphone, but the blimp, the windshield, so the dead wombat here, and this mount, all for $300, which is really an amazing deal. If you compare that to other brands of blimps, you'll see that it is considerably less expensive. And the cool thing is, this thing has a 10-year warranty, so you know you're not getting something that is low quality, low dollar. This is actually something that's going to last you for years and years and years, and there's a warranty to prove it. So there you have it. It's the RØDE Blimp. It's a windshield shock mount system for RØDE and other microphones for about $300. So again, check out Digital Photography 1-on-1 episode 50 so you can see how we use this, and you can actually hear what the audio sounds like when we put it in this system. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if you have something you'd like me to review here at Adorama TV, you can send me an email at AskMark@Adorama.com. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center, where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.